It was magic. They just think it's a big city in Asia, there's just big houses, that's it. And I'm like, no, there's like 3/4 of it are nature. Did you know? Like, it's a forest, it's mountains, we have beaches like in Thailand, like, and people have no idea. I was born near Moscow, but most of my life I lived, it's close to Kazakhstan, a little bit south. It's actually 1 million people, my city, but I would say it's quite suburban. I always had a dream when I was younger that I want to be in a big city, but with nature. And somehow I never saw Hong Kong when I was like 2021. I didn't see Hong Kong back then, and I just imagined a city with skyscrapers and mountains. And then I came here when I was maybe 22, first time, and I saw it and I was like, wow, I manifested it, you know. Yeah, I actually lived in Shanghai back then. I studied Chinese. I met my ex-husband on the first day that I arrived here, and we then were together for almost 11 years. I was really ambitious because I wanted to see so many places, and he was like, how are you gonna do it? You just have one day. I saw sunrise on the peak, then I went to Repulse Bay, I did the ferry and the Buddha the day after, so it was like an extreme sightseeing, but I was really impressed. I moved to Australia about 3 months ago, but then, as you can see, I'm here again. I'm just searching for a place that is better than Hong Kong, and I cannot find it, you know. I like Lisbon, Dubai. I lived in New York a couple months last summer, but I always miss Hong Kong. I always see so many benefits of this place compared to other cities. Here it was much easier to start because everyone speaks English. It's easy to register your company, like things like that. Because I lived in China before that, like not so much, but definitely me learning Mandarin was a waste. I love going to local markets in Hong Kong, and then, or you know, where you can order food and things like this, and I look at the characters. I can't read any of those because it's not simplified. I go back to Russia at least once a year still. My father is old, he's 76. I need to see my father. It's just cold 6 months out of the year. That was my reason to leave. I just can't stand the climate. I think Hong Kong climate is my climate, apart from July. I wanted to do something more meaningful. My father is a documentary filmmaker and my mom is a journalist. So I think it's genetic. My mom also did photography exhibitions back then in Russia when she was young. And I always liked photography, but I wasn't sure if I can make a living out of this profession, but thanks God it worked. So I can pay my rent and travel. I love skin textures. Like, I love close-up portraits and see close people's eyes and skin, and it can be different colors of skin and different colors of hair. I don't know, you just like get close to the person and connect. When I traveled in Africa, we also met some very mixed people. So you would meet people with very dark skin and blue eyes and curly red hair, for example. It's like, wow, you know. And I love portraits. Yeah, I don't need materialistic things. Like, if I would have to choose, I don't need, you know, bags or diamonds or whatever. Like, I need travel. This is like the biggest value for me, and I think Hong Kong is a must to experience for anyone on this planet. Because to me personally, I think Hong Kong is my top #1 city on earth.